One. Okay, shoot. Shit, we're officially live. Also, I cursed in the first 30 seconds. So we'll see how the YouTube algorithm likes this when we post this.
Geez,
what's up, everyone?
Already demonetized.
Yes, already demonetized. Ha.
God damn.
We haven't been monetized yet, so they can't take away what they never gave us. But that being said, because our technical boss may strangle me when he sees this, welcome, folks, to the first live recording / live episode of the ASN podcast. I haven't figured out how I'm going to categorize this yet. My name is Cyborg. I will be the host / moderator for this night of torture. I mean, fun activities. And I'm joined by my great co-hosts. Please introduce yourselves, but not all at once.
I'll go first. Hey there, everyone. My name is Waldo. I am a streamer over on Twitch, as you can see right down there. A huge anime fan, and I've been a part of the anime convention scene for the past 15 years.
I'll go up next. Hi, so my name is Steve, and I also go by Care. Kind of a little bit more budding in the YouTube and Instagram space. Hoping to get a little bit more into some, bring up some different content soon, including a couple of the projects I've got in the works. Aside from that, I've been on the anime convention and event scene as well since the past few years.
All right. And I'm Osiris, part of ASN's New York event committee. I normally handle all the New York events. So we be popping out, handling things pretty well.
You're also the person who interviews a lot of voice actors. Because I remember we got to run around interviewing voice actors together at Anime NYC. But with that being said, as we kick off this episode, I would like to make one shout out to Mastermind.shop. They have supplied me with this amazing Broly shirt and a lot of other great things. And by they supplied me, I mean I put my credit card information into the website and bought it. No, they are not sponsored, but hopefully, if you make enough noise and tag them in the comments and tell them how much Cyborg appreciates them, they'll become a sponsor. I can get more shirts because, well, I got to pop out with more shirts. I'm kind of the shirt guy at this point in time.
Also, I get that affiliate link.
Yeah. Oh, if I get a good affiliate link, I promise you, y'all will not be able to tell me anything. You won't be able to tell me sugar honey iced tea.
Did you buy a shirt?
I did buy the shirt. It is a fun little birthday gift to myself because a little bit about me, I love to collect unique streetwear-based like anime shirts and double like it when I can match to a character I'm cosplaying. This is a part of I did Broly. Was it last year? Yeah, I did Broly last year at KatsuCon. It was really freezing. Shout out to Paul, my photographer, who had me freezing in the parking garage at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon during that winter-based convention. I was also shirtless for it, which double sucked.
It makes me glad I wasn't there cosplaying as Mello. I think it was Mello from Death Note some time ago.
Yeah, folks, if you've never been to
did that one time,
if you've never been to KatsuCon, it's really cold, and there's not a lot of parking.
Yeah, that's where you gotta break out the warm weather cosplays, ones with the layers.
Like you need to put the images of both those cosplays with Mello and Broly somewhere around here.
those pictures, I will be honest, my photographer did a phenomenal job on them. I just didn't like how I looked in them. So those are going in like a deep like hole of like I paid for these but not releasing them.
Right, so if you guys want to see it, make sure to sub to the Patreon. You get the exclusive images of both these cosplays.
Oh, if you put Patreon,
I just haven't loaded my Premiere. I was just gonna slap it on once I edit this up.
I thought it was on his OnlyFans.
Oh no, that's separate.
Weird. I could just imagine our El Presidente looking at this and being like, "Why was OnlyFans was mentioned?" Apparently, you know what? If they sub to the Patreon, I'll throw feet pics on it too, along with the Broly pictures.
No, that's on the Only Toes. You gotta sub to the Only Toes.
God damn it, you beat me to it. I was gonna say that.
We're spitballing. We're just trying to find whatever works on the wall. We're still in that phase.
Works,
you know. We gotta find our audience. We have to figure out what our audience even likes. They could be perverts.
I think our audience are a great collection
that we are
of wonderful people. Also, Mastermind.shop, please sponsor us. Like, I would love an affiliate link. Me and my like 5 followers.
And feet this much.
Just 5 to keep the lights on.
Okay. Now that we got the intros out of the way and my shameless begging to the capitalistic gods, who's ready for some brief anime news? It's little catch-up stories. some feel good stuff that I totally sourced like an hour ago when I was on my work break. Yeah, so this time
That's
in
fresh
anime
news.
news. What'd you say, Steve?
That means it's fresh news.
As fresh as the refresh rate was. In case you guys didn't know, do you guys remember Lupin the Third? A very classic anime. We have a friend who cosplays it at least 3 times a year.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember all the iterations.
So, Lupin the Third is still making movies.
And a TV show, right? Or a TV series?
It was a TV show. It was a series. It was a live action. It was a ton of things. Pretty sure it's a stage play too.
Really?
I'm fairly certain they did have something like that. Yeah. I recall something like that happening.
The latest iteration, and by latest I mean the one that was freshly on my news dashboard, is Lupin the Third: The Immortal Bloodline, has been officially released digitally this week on March 24th. The actual Blu-ray is also coming sometime in July. I forgot to write the date down. But how would we feel about doing a watch party with the Lupin movie? Because I feel like that could be really, really fun. Or at least a highlight of the reaction just in case we get copyright struck.
Yeah,
definitely got to do the highlight reel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if nothing else.
Because you know what? Let me not put some bad energy in the air, but I was like, we have a video on our channel that you should go watch with us reacting to a very popular anime, and I'm very surprised that we were under the threshold of like how much clips you could put in. It's a fun kidnapping story. All right,
this anime looks really sleek though. I mean, like, check this shit out. Bam. That's bananas.
Yeah. So anyway, I may be buying Lupin the Third, and I may kidnap y'all and make you watch because y'all did the same to me about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Because apparently it's a crime against anime that I haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure before.
That is actually a crime, though. Like, yeah.
At this point, I mean, I'll say myself that I haven't seen like the series from front to beginning to end, but I have seen several episodes at the very least. I mean,
I saw part 1 of JoJo.
No, I was a virgin to JoJo. I got my JoJo cherry popped on a Sunday.
If he hasn't seen that scene, he has to see the one with the I forget the character name, but he rolls cherries around in his mouth. Is there
Yeah, the Kakyoin.
Yeah, we gotta have him watch that if he hasn't seen it.
I haven't. I saw is it Phantom Mask is the first one where you first meet Dio, who's a piece of shit?
Phantom Blood, yes.
Phantom Blood, Phantom Mask, Phantom Bugatti. I couldn't remember. There's a lot of JoJo shit.
It's called Phantom Blood because it is the start of the JoJo bloodline, which is cursed, and that's the point of the theme.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to hesitate talking a lot of trash about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because they're not Beyonce or Taylor Swift level fans of like being vindictive. But JoJo's fans will like mean mug you, and I go to too many anime conventions to like get beat up.
Especially not now with like the Steel Ball Run. They got like the Cowboys. Some of these guys got like gun props.
We did like 4 JoJo events, and the fans there. I said a controversial hot take, and I almost got jumped.
I was one of those people that were jumping people. Not you, but other things.
Steve just throwing things at you.
Boo! So I was talking about how like it's okay to like skip parts, and I'm like, why are you here?
I mean, hell, like controversial takes and stuff like that is a kind of a staple of my anime panels.
Oh, I'm so glad!
Stranger to that.
I can't wait for the end of this. I kind of want to just give a hot take for the sake of giving a hot take, but I know it'd just be me forcing one because I want to see what happens if I said the complete sentence. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is overrated. I wonder what would just happen if I said that out loud in a serious way. Like
nothing would probably happen at first. You would have probably quiet, the calm before the storm, and then you'd find a couple, several hundred people probably outside your home ready to jump you.
I feel like a lot of JoJo fans might just straight up say, "That's fair."
That's true. Like it both could happen. Fair. Both things could happen.
JoJo's fans, I never know. JoJo's fans are aggressively positive. I don't know how this new segment went into JoJo's, but we're here now and I love it. JoJo's fans are aggressively positive, unlike One Piece fans that are just aggressive. And I live with a super One Piece fan, so like he yelled at me the fact that
He's One Piece fan.
So you know what I'm talking about. One Piece fans are aggressive. If you say like, "Oh, I don't want to watch One Piece," or they'll give you the exact dissertation about why you're wrong, why your agenda is wrong.
It is peak. It genuinely is peak.
It's really good, but it's also just sometimes One Piece it's a lot. Also, I just made past Marine Ford, so I'm still. I took like a 3-month break.
That's the fun one to pretend you have got like hot takes. Oh, go on.
Like,
sorry.
I'm saying with One Piece, you could take those breaks. Like for me, I took, I think it was like a good 2-3 year break from One Piece, and then came back and watched it from the beginning all the way caught up to now. And then like I took a break now for like a couple of months, and I think it's like a whole new arc, the Egghead arc, and then the one before that, which was it's not just Wano. So Wano and Egghead, I haven't watched yet. I'm just letting it stack up, and I'm gonna watch it later. Like, it's cool.
A reasonable One Piece fan. I didn't know that could exist. One Piece fans, please don't find me and beat me up. It's just jokes. They're just jokes.
You're afraid of like JoJo fans, and you're like throwing like mad strays against an even worse group that you admit is a worse group.
It's because
it's like, watch me put my hand in the mouth.
That's what. JoJo's fans are fun sports. One Piece fans, I gotta like shoot at a group each time. Eventually, I'm going to shoot at like Yu Yu Hakusho fans, aka like my people.
That's a rare one.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho fans are the former kids who spent a lot of time eating Cheetos, having Cheeto dusty fingers, and spending time in ISS. And that's a very specific joke against a very specific person. And I hope they were watching this right now.
Well, a specific set of people, to be honest, because there's a couple of people in that very small minority.
Do I want trouble with them? No, because they're Yu Yu Hakusho fans. Violence is what they were bred for. Okay, on to the next bullet point of fun. Assassination Classroom, which for some reason they're doing the thing that all like, and I'm saying this politely, all good mid anime, and I love Assassination Classroom. It's my third favorite anime.
Good mid anime is a crazy take, though.
You know what?
Already coming out of the gate, you know.
Okay, side tangent.
You can just call it mid. You can just drop the good manicure if you want.
Huh?
You already like cursed out like the One Piece fans. I mean, it can't get any worse.
You know what? Let me show y'all something. So, if it comes on camera, so I'm certified an Assassination Classroom fan. However, I admit it's good mid. It's a solid anime that you can rewatch easily. It's going to give you a lot of emotions, but is it the peak of fiction? It's like introduction to peak.
Not the peak.
Well, what do you think? Did you see the live action?
I don't acknowledge live action.
I hate live action.
I know they had a live action of the Assassination Classroom. I gotta go see this.
There are
they have
so
a live
many.
Action for like
they did make it. They did make it, and I figured he would have a hot take on it based on the on it.
So I do not acknowledge live action anime anymore because I watched live action Death Note because I'm a big Lakeith Stanfield fan, and I saw him, and then I had hope, and then I fucking remembered it's live action anime, which does not translate well.
Oh, it's from 2015. That's amazing.
Yeah. Have you seen the live action Dragon Ball Z?
Oh God,
that's a classic.
A couple of times
in the worst way.
Yeah, classic as if I need to get my stomach pumped and don't have the equipment on hand.
You know what?
That was the nail in the coffin for live action anime. Like that.
You learned early
what they were thinking.
You know what? We get to 100 subscribers. We'll do a marathon of the 3 most voted and hated live action anime movies. I'll watch them all the same day.
We'll make our own reproduction of the Dragon Ball Z movie. We'll get professionally trained acting class.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to think like what else was made.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
What else going to say?
Piccolo.
The Last Airbender.
You know Shout out to Krona, but he was the Broly during the murder mystery party we did.
Yeah.
He had a whole fight scene that he like choreographed during that. So if we did a live action like small remake, even if it's just a skit, we'd have to bring him back for one of those fights.
I think we can 100% do it better. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, what sparked this off is Assassination Classroom. If you guys didn't know, it had a movie that was released years ago, like I think like a decade ago at this point, which is basically like the cash grab TV movie of where are they now, like what happened, a super highlight. That basically got remade and remastered, updated a little bit, and it is currently sitting at number 7 in Japan box offices of anime movies.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh wow.
Like I said, good mid. Assassination Classroom is if I was to tell someone who isn't new to anime but has watched a couple of things and say, hey, you want to watch something that's like going to like stick with you and you're going to love, but is really easy to follow, Assassination Classroom. Just saying.
It's fair. I think it's kind of insane that it's, you said top 3?
It is in my personal top 3.
No, I'm talking about like the anime movies in Japan right now.
It was sitting at number 7 according to the site.
That's still crazy.
I have
to check it out, actually. Like, I feel like if it got that much traction that quickly, it's probably worth just checking out.
Yeah, no, I'm more than likely going to like find it and watch it and just like enjoy it, like a little nostalgia. Shed a few tears at that one scene. If you watched it, I'm just going to say it's time to take attendance. See, yeah, this man watched it, so he knows what that means. Feel free to let it out, brother. Feel free to let it out.
It's rough out here.
Yeah. Additional news: Golden Kamuy has a live action movie, which I didn't know, but that's like the one anime that would probably have live action because that's very as realistic as far as like anime goes. And then the next thing that I just find fairly interesting because I love when voice actors start getting on a roll. There's a new anime coming out this year, I believe, summer 2026, called "Young Ladies Do Not Play Fighting Games." Now, I love good fighting-based anime, and I love fighting games, so I'm probably going to end up watching this. And it was recently announced that Maria, I apologize for mispronouncing her last name, Maria Naganawa is going to be...
Pretty good pronunciation, actually. That was solid.
Oh, I was going back to the speech classes. Hooked on Phonics saved my life. She's been announced in the class. Unfortunately, I didn't grab the character that she'll be playing. But for anybody who doesn't know who that is, she is actually the voice of Gita Habi Fantasia from Gachikuta. So she's the subbed voice. So, hey, shout out to her for getting the role. Yes, and now... Steve, I believe you have a rant or warning for all of our cosplaying friends about economics.
Oh, yeah.
This is just something I was kind of like seeing like people like talk about. It was just kind of like we're kind of in like the wake of so you get like cosplay materials or like devices and stuff from like Alibaba. Well, a lot of that stuff kind of gets like imported, which past year had the import stuff kind of got like really expensive because of tariffs and all that. We've kind of seen like a little bit of reprieve of that, but with the current events, we might see like some increases in shipping that might be increasing that. So just kind of like highlighting that might be a good idea if you have some project you might want to do, and if it's something as far out as like anime NYC in like the summer, sometime like the fall, you might want to just like plan your materials out and gather your stuff now, because I feel like that stuff's probably gonna spike up quite a bit, among other things, like food. Yeah,
the worst part, I just literally said to myself, because I'm going to DreamCon in July. Can't wait for it. There's a group of us going, and we finally have a group cosplay. So I'm super excited for my first like group cosplay. So I looked at it. I'm not making it. I'm the person where I don't have enough skill yet to make it. And so I'm buying it. I found one in my size. I'm a very large man. It's very hard to find large man sizes in cosplay. And I looked at the price. I was like, oh, that's really fair. Now you're going to make me go charge my credit card so I don't get like the extra 25%. And this shit gets jacked up to like almost $200. Because I'm already paying a surplus fee because they technically have to custom make it, or like the extra cost of material. Even though I'll basically be fucking shirtless. But yeah, so cosplayers, go... Hey, if you need an excuse, go spend the money. You always need more fabric.
You always need more reasons to spend money on anime stuff.
Yeah.
That's the majority of where mine goes.
I mean, it's probably a little, it might even be like considered to be like a little counter too, because I know some people are probably like saving like money for other things, like, just for the general, like just the preparation of stuff. But if that's something that maybe is something you want to do like professionally, and maybe you've got like opportunities lined up, you might want to think about preparing like some things just in advance. Just
I want to take a second too, since we're talking about just topics within the cosplay community. There is something controversial that did happen. I think it was today or yesterday, when a streamer was talking about how cosplay contests cosplayers aren't real cosplayers.
I saw that.
Talk about that.
Can you give me a background on
this?
That's
crazy.
You talk about this? May be the new hot topic. Can you give me the background on this? Because I spend way too much time on Instagram, and I do it under the guise of like prepping for this show. And sometimes, quick aside, some of y'all people who post and comment are not nosy enough for me, because you don't give enough details, you don't give enough lead in. We don't even like do the recipe of like saying a different name that's close anymore. Like we as a community are losing recipes. So Osiris, can you do the rest of the Nosy Coalition, aka me, and like inform us? You don't have to use this actual cosplayer's name, but like just inform us of the situation, because I'm nosy.
I could probably even pull up the clip itself. Hold on, let me go to YouTube right now, because it's all over the place. Because
I saw that. That's so crazy. But also my favorite response to that was a comment where someone goes, they were like, "Oh, if cosplay contests aren't a part of cosplay, then I guess they're like, I guess driving a car isn't a part of being a car driver or something like that." And I was just like, where's this coming from? Okay,
and I think they took down the original VOD. Yeah, the original VOD got taken down already.
They were not ready for the smoke.
That's crazy. It was just up too.
That is just such a wild...
Well, they were like, oh.
Now you have the soundboard.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, so basically, she was just discussing on, I think it was like a stream of some sorts, where she was saying how, the cosplay community is so big and there's so many people who are wasting their potential by sitting there and spending all this time on doing cosplay contests, because you go in, you set up at 6 a.m. and then you don't leave till you waste your whole Saturday for the con. Like if you're going to the contest, you're going to waste your whole day. So with that same couple of hours where you're waiting to go on stage in front of a couple people, not recording it, you could make 30, 40, 50 TikToks with a bunch of other influencers and get a bunch of traction, get money out of it, get views and stuff like that. And it's just a waste. So those cosplayers aren't real cosplayers because they don't count. They're just contestants.
Okay. It's weird to make it like an attack on like the contestants, but it's also like I don't think they tie you down into like the theater until you're called. I think you just simply get like prominent and they're just told like you guys show up like, before like whatever the set is, whether it's like, for the cosplay contest or for like the masquerade. This feels like just someone who's just like
they just really understand what cosplayers do, apparently.
Yeah. Also, it's like first off, like not everyone's there for the same reason. So it's like, you want to do this thing, then go and do it.
It's true.
And secondly, as far as I understand it, especially with like cosplay contests, you're not there the entire time. You get a call time. You go down and you do your thing and then you go about your day.
From my
isn't it kind of like
I would say from my very limited research, one, that's a wild take. And for a second, I thought they were going to say like, oh, you're spending your entire Saturday there when you could go be enjoying the con. So it's kind of wild that they've pivoted into like, you could just be making more TikToks and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you hear the opposite, like where people go like, oh, you're just a TikToker, you're not like a contestant. Also, if you see the amount of work those people who are like doing cosplay contests are doing, like there's the amount of like detail.
A lot of hours of grinding and like choreographing,
they have to justify it too, because a lot of times these contests, they're like you have to make your stuff, you have to know like your technique, you have to be doing something very like significant, and
they
you
try
have to
so hard to make it accurate too to like the actual shows and stuff. So like they do pre-rehearsal, like they watch the shows over and over to get the moments just right. Like it's a lot of prep.
I've seen a lot of behind the scenes stuff, so it's like there is a lot that goes into these things that a lot of people don't see, because either they're just not there to see it, or they just don't take the time to understand. So it's like
that's just such a wild take. Oh, like that's it. You know what? We may have to start giving like rankings for how wild of a take that is. That may be a scorching hot take. That's like we're gonna have a Scoville ranking for hot takes. We'll introduce this next episode. I'm gonna make our marketing department make me this little graphic too. By the way,
it'll be rank the hot take 1 out of 10 cyborgs.
This is my face. I kicked the hornet's nest. No, but it's absolutely wild that that's just such a weird thing to have when you could just be like, hey, enjoy the con if that's your thing. Why are you shooting at the people who are, and I'm saying it this way, putting a lot more detail in there, or who have to put a lot more detail because they're being judged. Also, wasn't whoever said this like a judge at something before? I saw some people like were criticizing me like,
I think it was like they were like a part of some cosplay thing that was happening for an event. I'm trying to get the full info here still.
There is,
because I know there's someone has it somewhere, and I'm trying to find who does.
You're my guy. Because send that to my Instagram later, so I have nosiness to like sleep to. It's so weird because there is a world where if they had come out and said like, hey, being a cosplay contest contestant isn't the be all end all to being a cosplayer. Like if you're having fun, like bring these characters to life, I could understand that. But this is just such like it's like, oh, this is real. I sincerely hope this is like,
I'm gonna be a dick.
Like, what I don't understand is like, when did cosplaying switch from, making a costume and kind of just enveloping yourself into a character and playing the part, and it turned into, oh, you have to make content, you have to be a TikToker, you have to make like skits and little videos and dances. Like, it was never that. Cosplaying originally started out as like just playing the character out, like being a part of the character. That was originally where it came from.
We may actually have to explore. This is going to be a great topic to explore sometime later. We may actually need to like get someone who, because I know we're all, well, you've been cosplaying for a while, so maybe you can like speak more to it. But maybe we should find someone who's been like a couple of like 10 years or so, just to be like, hey, what did happen? What was it like? Because I'll be honest, I'm newer in my attempts to cosplay. Really, only effectively like 2 years in, and I'm learning every day.
Yeah. So, I did it on and off for casually for a couple of years. So
yeah.
So a friend of mine's posted it on their story right now, so I have it pulled up, like the actual video.
Old Kevin direct me. You're the true MVP, or you're the real MVP.
So let's go ahead and pull this up.
Can you share? Are you able to share it? I'm still figuring out how to do live stream stuff, folks. So this is welcome to the Nosy Corner. I did not expect it to go this way, but I'm happy we're here now.
I sent you her story. Shout out to Mizzy for posting the actual full content, so people can actually see what the hell was said. But yeah, I sent it on Instagram for you. You can check it out right now, and then you can kind of.
Did you send it? Oh, there we go. I forgot you had my other one. Yeah. No, did you send it to Cyborgs?
Yeah, I believe so.
It is not popping up. Here we go. It was too.
There it is.
What the heck? It's okay. It's being weird. You know what? We will. You know what?
You're gonna have to table this.
Yeah, we can table this for next time.
I could also send it straight through Discord too.
We could table it for next time, because I think we've said what needs to be said, and also the fact that it may have been taken down tells me that the comments are cooking.
Which is why it's such a hot, controversial topic right now. Like, it's at the very least we could play the audio just so they can hear it for themselves what was said specifically, because the way she said it, it was so actually of her, where it's like, oh yeah, they don't count as
you know what? Let's not send any more hate this person's way, because let's just be like, hey, everybody has a bad take. This happened to be a very poo-poo take, a not good take.
I mean, all my takes are great.
However, you did earn 5 cyborgs on the ASN hot take meter. You kicked the hornet's nest. God, I can't wait to make this later. Someone remind me to put in a marketing ticket later tonight and be like, so here's the new asset I need made. But with that being said, we're going to move into our next little piece of juicy business. And this is another semi-hot take, and it's coming from a very classic video game franchise and video game director. So who here is familiar with Final Fantasy?
That might be me.
All right. So This is coming from IGN, and I saw this and I immediately knew we had to talk about it, mostly because I know Steve is a little bit of a gamer. So,
a
okay.
Game sometimes.
The title of this article is "Younger Generations Are Struggling to Connect with Final Fantasy Series Because It Takes So Long for New Games to Come Out," Yoshi P says. Now, Yoshi P is a director in the Final Fantasy series, specifically Final Fantasy 14. These, I'm going to be reading the quote from IGN, so this is a little bit of a hefted boy, a biggin. Final Fantasy 14 director Naoki Yoshida, known to fans as Yoshi P, has admitted that long development cycles right across the Final Fantasy series make it harder for new players or younger generations to engage with the franchise. Reflecting on the issue in a video interview promoting spin-off Dissidia Dualium Final Fantasy, easy to pronounce syllables for people with stutters like me. Anyway, in a video interview promoting spin-off Dissidia Dualium Final Fantasy, Yoshida discussed how young people might have struggled to connect with Final Fantasy franchise simply because it takes so long to release mainline entries. I'm 53 now, and I've been playing Final Fantasy 1 in real time. But for younger generations, people who grew up naturally accustomed to action-based combat and online competitive play, the recent entries in the series may have been harder to engage with, Yoshi P said. Part of that is simply because, I'm sorry to say, the release intervals for new titles have gone longer, so some players haven't really had a chance to connect with the series the way older fans did. I don't disagree with this take, but I think there's something deeper here. And this is going to be an old man yells at clouds moment for me, but I want to hear what everybody else has to say before I give my...
I think it's very weird.
Yeah,
it's a weird take.
It's fairly weird for me as well, and there's one huge reason, at least, that I'd like to cite for it, and that's with each mainline title, as he's referred to, they typically aren't connected.
They're not. That's why it doesn't make sense.
It's not like it's a
they're
franchise.
Not connected, so they're self-sufficient. They stand alone. The only mainline titles, quote unquote, that are successive are the ones that actually have the successive titles, like 10 and 10-2, or 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns. Those are connected, but those are directly tied to each other. Each one, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, all up the way to 16. I think what was the latest one? 16. They are standalone titles.
Yeah, the other thing that gets me a little concerned is well, what exactly do you want the alternative? You want games to have less of a cook cycle? Because then you're going to go back to the studio standard of trying to put a game out every year, and most of those franchises that did that sucked. Assassin's Creed hasn't had a good game since Black Flag.
I think that's a Ubisoft problem.
They kind of outstretch themselves there, and I'd also like to say that this issue doesn't extend to just the Final Fantasy series at all. Any decent title, at least these days, that's made with a high production value, takes years to develop. So if it's part of a franchise that is already established, you're going to have space in between, as far as between titles go.
And these are the same people that are patiently waiting for GTA 6, by the way.
So I want to get into
GTA 6, Elder Scrolls.
Didn't GTA? I think GTA 6 got pushed back again, so we're not getting that shit anytime soon.
I'm just saying.
I think it's what, fall or something like that.
Fall 2027. I thought.
So the drop date ain't real until it drops. That's just how it
be. Now at this point it's vaporware.
So when I heard that they were talking about the current generation and their attention span, basically, I thought it was going to be the Final Fantasy series takes too long to get started. Because when you start the game, you have that long tutorial in the beginning, and then you have a lot of time before you get into the real meat of the game. So I can get where that'll turn some people off. Because there's some games that are like that. That you already know what you're doing. You don't have to go through the mandatory 20 minutes. Some people turns them off.
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys said, and I find it hard to believe because I think gaming has evolved in a really weird way where, and this is going to sound really crazy, I don't think younger gamers probably care about story as much. I think it's something that they haven't really grew up with caring as a top thing. like it's more like Easter eggs, right? Like if you find an Easter egg, that's cool, but unraveling a really deep and nuanced story is something I really don't think they care about. And I'm kind of basing that off of like how the recent success of like Claire Obscura 33 or Expedition 33, Claire Obscura.
Expedition 33.
And I fucked up the title. That's how I know it's a good game.
Yeah,
when
Claire Obscura,
have long,
Expedition
weird
33.
titles, it's odd. When video games have long, weird titles with 15 subtitles, oh, I know it's about to cook.
See, I'm used to that stuff. I'm used to the long titles. I'm used to the mangas that take up like an entire paragraph for a title.
It's like, why is there a semicolon here? Like, is that a period? And why is there a citation for this title?
The time that I reincarnated to such and such and defeated the evil 3 years ago. But and then be like, was that the story? No, that's the title.
The title is the synopsis.
Exactly. But I'm also saying this as like a Kingdom Hearts fan, and I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan from like day. Like I got the game when it first released. Like it was my first game on the PS2. Like LG.
That's a masterclass in what the fuck titles.
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts has no. So like that was a big long wait time. But I just think the newer generation, especially with the advent of streaming, right, where you're getting things through like Easter eggs or even like the types of ways they grew up gaming was more like the online play. Like, oh, I'm playing online, I'm hopping into something really quick. Because let's be honest, there's so many games you can play. Like, yeah, do you want to wait for this big name title? But like, if you want to play a game, you're going to play the game, even if there's like a small indie one. There's also bangers too. I just think it's probably not what a younger audience wants. But that being said, hey, Final Fantasy, older people typically have more money to buy your games. So like, am I going to play this game when it drops this year? No. But am I going to buy it and then look over behind me every so often and be like, when I have time, I'll play that 5-hour long tutorial and then remark how that's the greatest thing ever. I'm still making my way through Persona 5, and that shit's been out for like 10 years.
My thing is, I don't think it's like the younger generations have a losing interest in story. I think it's just what you're kind of like alluding to with the dynamics kind of changed, where streamers are covering games with stories now, sometimes without commentary. So it's like, and that's pretty key because games are also very expensive, as you also point out. So it's like, and games have also become much more of a social thing now. People are kind of like hopping online and playing with friends, and that's what they might dedicate like in time to. By other point, and this is probably going to be my hot take for the night, most game stories aren't as deep as people think they are. They're not like that. The stories aren't that put together or that like consistent. The reason why game stories, why we have such a great attachment to it, is because of the experience of the game. It's like you're playing it and, you have those sense of the themes and your experience, but a lot of that is just kind of like how like the things are like designed. And that kind of hasn't really changed at much as other games have come in, because most games are just typically a different form of like art form, but which who's to say isn't like its own way of like conveying the same kind of stories that also aren't necessarily that deep.
Also,
a game that I finished recently that was like heavy story based was Dispatch, and that was like,
oh yeah, I love that game.
Like I felt like I was watching a show. Yeah, I was kind of involved. I loved it. It was a great game, absolutely peak game.
Yeah, I think. Also, here's the other thing, and this is gonna be a hot take, y'all. I promise, I love Square Enix and everything what they do. I knew them by their original name, SquareSoft. That being said, their stories make no fucking sense. Their stories are. Should I have fun with how I'm about to describe this?
Go for it.
All right, go for it, man. Yeah.
I'm grabbing my Keyblade off the wall. While I say this, just so no one doubts my allegiance. I have 3 of these.
Insane work, by the way.
The story of Square Enix game stories, while great.
Hold on, wait. Tap the Keyblade real quick.
Oh, it's metal. Yeah.
Yes. Just so y'all know, that's not foam. Like that's actual like.
Oh, there's weld marks on this big dog.
Dedication. Yeah.
This was my 29th birthday.
We had to let them know.
I keep this thing on me.
I had to let them know.
Yeah, that's right. I may pull up with Goofy, not Donald, because he doesn't heal. But yeah, I'm not going to act like there isn't a high barrier of entry to enjoying Final Fantasy games. Like, I truly love story-driven games, and you can make a very simple story-driven game. No writer in a Square Enix writer's room gives a single solid fuck about making like an interpretable game. Like if you any Final Fantasy fan, don't do it now that you know and you're familiar with the culture of Moogles and everything in these immersive worlds. You have to take an anthropology class to understand some of these squares, like some of these games. There's a high barrier in it. Steve, am I lying? Or Akira, am I lying?
No, I think that's definitely like the case. Like I think like for me, because the thing is, and this is why thing that I feel like is like the important thing to stress. Story is really only like a small portion of the art that video games kind of represent. Like if you look at how behind the scenes, like concept art and stuff like that, what kind of thought goes into like the characters and the character designs. There's a lot that goes into like kind of conveying that was kind of illustrating. And sometimes it's not necessarily just to make a cohesive narrative. It's just to be like, yeah, this character is supposed to look like a moody, broody dude because that's the thing, and like and sometimes it's in like some really subtle things that you don't really think about, like learning about like how like Final Fantasy VII, like Vince Valentine, his whole thing is like this asymmetrical, like disheveled, like man who's like basically falling apart and is kind of just like lost the point of like like taking care of himself. And it's like, dog, I didn't think about that shit at all.
It's also crazy because Final Fantasy VII came out like at a time where it's probably foundational to everyone's, like, if you play that game, it's a core part of your game. Like One Winged Angel activates a sleeper cell in a lot of millennials.
It's your first introduction to a lot of art streams, like a lot of great cohesive things, a lot of like really like orchestral like music. It's it's hard to kind of like contest that,
And then you take games like the Souls games where all of the lore is in the background. Like you'd have to go looking to really fully understand and get in depth into the world. And I feel like it's a boon because there's a lot of these story games where like you said earlier, Kira, it's time. Like you don't have all the time to sit there and really go through a whole story game. You want to play multiplayer with your friends. You want to sit there and like you have other people who want to join you, and it's more of a social experience when it comes to gaming these days. So with these story games, sometimes you start it and you're like, damn, I have no idea where I was at in the story. Or like you come back to it and you're like, oh, how far did I go? What was I supposed to do next? You don't want to start the whole game all over again. But with some of the Souls games, it's like, especially like with Elden Ring, you just go. Like you just go fight the boss. You don't have to worry about it. But if you want to know, there's a plethora of like details with this lore. And it goes so deep if you do the research. But otherwise, you can play the game and just roam around and enjoy it.
Yeah, a lot of games it's just basically a pick your speed as far as what you're doing, because looping back to Final Fantasy 14, you can just like pick a class, go and just kind of like follow along with the main quests and just do whatever to get to the point wherever you need. But then there's also a crap ton of like the quests and lore and everything like that. Some people are there just literally like going through all the little bits of story and still haven't found everything. And then you have other games with like Outlast Trials, for instance, for another genre reference. You can just go in and do the missions and do the games. The game centers around a lot of like cooperation amongst teams, and you just go in and out. But if you do, as you said, do the research, there's a whole lot of story on the back end of things. So it's really just a matter of how you interpret and how you enjoy and take in the content.
Yeah, I think,
and not to like rag on the new generation too much, but like the next generation of kids these days, their attention span isn't the best for like long form content. Because I've seen like I'm the oldest of 12 siblings, right? So I get to see each generation in their own, like they're really different in their own ways. But everyone under my sister, who's only a couple years younger than me, the rest of them, they can't watch a full show now. Like they have an anime on, they have a show on, but they're also playing a game and they're on their computer. Like they're doing like 4 or 5 things at once, but they're still watching the show. And I asked him about it. I asked my brother, I'm like, why can't you just sit there and enjoy the show? And he's just like, I don't know. Like I feel like it's not enough. Like I'm seeing it, I'm watching it, I'm enjoying it, but I need more like mental stimulation. Like there has to be something else for me to like feel like I'm doing enough. And it's a really weird place. And I kind of understand it because they're so used to things coming at them from so many different directions and doing so much at once. So sitting there and really enjoying something long form that you're supposed to just really seep in, it might just be difficult.
The virtual fidget spinner.
Yeah.
Listen,
my biggest. Oh, go on.
I'm saying they want something mentally stimulating. Tell them that Sephiroth boss fight. Both times. That Sephiroth boss battle.
My biggest fear, especially with the new generation, is that gradually, they're becoming less able to do media analysis. And we see like a lot of this evidence based on like how illiteracy is now becoming a thing, where the literacy rate is now dropping in the newer generation. We're going like medieval times now. And a lot of that goes into like, they read like a passage and they can't like, understand like what the passage was about, what like the character is like talking about, what's like the motivation. And that isn't just like a reading thing. That's like any kind of entertainment thing. I think like, I think a lot of people, like a lot of like new generation, and maybe just people in general, like they might get like a lot of their media analysis through like, media analysis, like videos, like YouTube, wiki articles and stuff like that, without actually trying to just like, what if I just enjoy the content and try to make my own interpretations of what like this character is doing before I take it? Do my own homework first.
So what you're saying is we need to bring back letting younger generations argue in video game shops their opinion, and then having to like then debate grown men.
You know what? That was
way
peak.
too strongly.
That was like the Greek philosophers when they argue in the forum. That's what that version was. It's gone now. It's all gone.
We all grew up on that. So honestly, what you're saying is we need GameStop back.
Yeah.
We need GameStop. We need Suncoast videos.
Well, I just feel
GameStop's in the middle of like shooting itself in the foot. So let's
Listen, I feel really upset because I just learned they closed the GameStop that I really liked going to. I didn't like going to it because it was a good GameStop. There is no such thing as a good GameStop. I like going to it because the manager that was there, like, sincerely cared about gaming, but he also hated his job. So he would come in and be like, we would just get into like good 2-hour-long conversations about like the nuances of like game development and everything. And then he like customers just walking and they're like, yo, you good? He goes like, yeah, I'm just talking about video games, making friends with my customers so they come back and want to buy stuff off me. I remember when NCAA came back, I specifically went and pre-ordered it at his store, which is 30 minutes away from like where I live, just so I could go talk to him about it. And we were talking about like what it means for the community and everything. And then I learned they closed down and he's no longer there. I really wish I got his name and his number.
Yeah.
Because I've known him for years. I don't even know his name. I just know him as GameStop dude.
I wish the not the one nearest me, but there's like the one that's like the used to be the next closest. They some time ago they classified their stores between two things. One, some as a TCG shop and some as a retro game store. And the not the one closest to me, but the one next closest was classified as a retro, and I miss going there because I've come across some good finds, and the best of which, to my knowledge, as I briefly look at my stuff over there, someone had come in and traded in a whole bunch of games, Game Boy Color, Atomic Purple, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, with the boxes. And but they also traded in some games for each of the systems, and I picked up a few of the Game Boy ones that he was trading in. As soon as the transaction was done, this one guy who brought in a whole bunch of stuff, those being what was it, Final Fantasy Legends 3, and then the other 3 games were Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Oh, solid!
It's big money too for reselling.
Yeah, they had all he had the boxes, pretty much everything. I think the only one that was missing anything was the Pokemon Red. It was missing the trainer's manual, which I easily found and replaced. And I checked the boxes; they were all first prints too.
What?
Okay. That's big. That's big.
You know how much money that is? Holy!
Do you want to take a stab at how much I spent on between them?
$50 in a sandwich. A tuna sandwich specifically.
You actually wouldn't be far off, Cyborg, as far as that goes. The games alone, I spent like $100. between
the
all
person
four.
who traded it in probably only got like a sandwich.
Yeah, that's where the
was,
connection comes in.
It had a bite in it of it too. But speaking of games, who's ready for a fun little game I've prepared?
Ooh.
I'm not.
I promise this isn't the colon games this time.
Well,
this time. All right. Who here is familiar with 21 questions?
Yeah.
We're going to play 21 questions anime edition. So just for our...
Well, before that, I looked it up really quickly. 10K for everything in total is crazy.
That's how much
like
it was
the
worth?
graded, yeah, the graded version, 10 grand for all three games.
Damn. Yeah, if unfortunately they were open and played, so
open and played with the box, that's still two grand each.
I have to say that still feels like solid 5 for someone who really wants them.
Yeah, and so if it was sealed, like high end sealed, over 100 grand.
Yeah,
and they sold it for $50 is crazy.
just highway robbery out here.
They each one. Yeah, I paid because at the time I was also like part-time working there. I paid like 40. I want to say $40 for about $40 for each of the Pokemon games.
That's crazy.
You know, y'all preserve physical media. But that being said, I'm about to explain the rules to this 21 questions. So I have 3 rounds. Each round, the way 21 questions works is really simple. You get 21 questions to be able to guess what I'm thinking. Now, I have narrowed down what I'm thinking for each round. So first round, I will be thinking of a specific anime. Second round, I will be thinking of a specific anime character. Last round, I will be thinking of a specific English voice actor. So here's what's going to happen.
Are they all like connected to each other?
No, they are not.
Or they're just
Good question. That is not going to answer your question total. You will have 21 questions in total, so effectively 7 each, to try to figure out. Yeah, I'm not going to be here all night. I'm not going to give you guys 63 questions. That is triple the amount of the title of the game. But that being said, you'll have 21 questions to try to guess. Now, whoever guesses right will get the points and win the round. Now, remember, if you make a guess,
sure to put a counter.
Huh? I do have a counter.
Whoever's editing this, put the counter right there.
Yeah, I do have a counter. I'm super happy about my little counter too. Now, here's the thing: when you make a guess, that does count as a question. So be very, very careful. And the thing is, your questions have to be yes or no. So, for example, if you can't ask an open-ended one, you're going to have to specify. So you say, is this a is this character popular in America? It's yes or no, versus who is this character popular amongst? Kind of get it? All right.
Yeah.
So
narrow down questions. Okay.
Yeah. Round 1 is going to be anime. Steve, you're going to go first. So question 1, what is it?
Okay. So it has to be like I can't even like ask like what year like the anime came out, and I have to basically be like, did this anime come out after 2010, for example?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Did this anime come out after 2010?
I'm checking something because yes.
Okay.
All right, Osiris, you're next.
Is this anime a shonen?
Yes.
Okay, that narrows it down.
By how much? You know, actually, in combination, after 2010 and shonen.
Shonen's after 2010, yeah.
Waldo,
narrows it down pretty heavy.
Is it an isekai?
No. Steve?
Are there any shonen isekais?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure there's something out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably, yeah.
Shonen is just like the broad category of like for adolescent boys or whatever. So like reincarnated as a slime is technically a shonen isekai. There's going to be someone in the audience who actually is me, and I welcome that. It's more engagement. Bring it on. Steve, you're up.
Is this anime still releasing seasons or it's like where it's like either showing like new episodes currently or is showing like episodes in the last year?
No, it has. This anime has been ended.
Oh, okay.
You're up, Osiris.
Is the main character female?
No.
Okay.
Or no. The one that people would think of first is not. No.
Okay.
You're up, Waldo. It'd be crazy if you just threw a guess out right now. That'd be great.
Just a shot in the dark.
With that hesitation, I almost did, but I know that with this after 2010, that is what I'm thinking of. It definitely isn't possible. Is the anime futuristic?
No. Steve, you're up. You're at 6 questions have been asked, by the way. So this is officially after Steve. This is officially a third of your questions gone.
Third. Yeesh.
Did someone ask if the anime had like a female protagonist?
Yeah, that was asked by Osiris. The answer was, well, the question was, is the main character, is it a female main character? I said, not the main one. But if you want to make that answer, I will give it to you.
Okay. No. I think I might start going down in genres.
There's so many that I'm like trying to like narrow this down.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I promise you, I didn't do the typical Cyborg thing of like picking some niche obscure one. This is one that like everyone here has heard of. Like I know for a fact, like having talked to all of you, you have heard of this one and or watched it.
Let's start this off then. Is this anime slice of life or slice of life adjacent?
No. Osiris, you're up.
So the question that really has me right now was female character one, because you were hesitant about that and it messed me up so bad. So I'm like, oh my god, because what animes that are shown and came out after 2010 that have female characters that could be considered the main character is where my brain is like picking this out at right now.
If you don't get it and I say it, it's going to everyone's going to be like, really?
How crazy would it be if it was Assassination's Classroom? Because we were just talking about it, and the main character technically isn't female.
Are you going?
It didn't come out after 2010. I don't think.
I think it finished in 2016, didn't it?
But did it start after 2010?
Don't know. Don't know the answer to that one.
You only had 7 questions asked in total.
I'm gonna shoot a guess. My Hero. Is it My Hero?
No. Not a bad guess though. Not a bad guess.
A lot of characters.
Yeah. Waldo, you're up.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, I'm stumped.
I could tell you my question if you want to burn yours. Because my thinking is to try to break down what the genres are a little bit further to kind of like narrow it down even further. Because I'm wondering if did Attack on Titan like finish as an anime finally? That's not a guess, burn a question. I'm just like asking my cohort here.
Yeah, no,
I think it did. I think it's officially done.
After, you know what?
Final season, part 3.
Movie. I hate when anime do that.
I have a
I'm gonna make that my guess. Is it Attack on Titan?
Yes, you win. It's Attack on Titan.
Nice, good job.
Got it in 9 questions. That's solid. It was the main character one. Mikasa is someone who's on like she's on the artwork. She's like primary. She's like considered a main character, but when you think Attack on Titan, she's not the lead. She's not Eren Yeager.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I was struggling. When you tripped up on that, it made me think instantly of Ranma 1/2. So that's why I got confused for a second.
Everybody went with like a gender, this is a gender non-conforming character.
So I'm like, Ranma 1/2, like, okay, the main character is like, both in a girl.
It raised the flag, like, hold on.
That shows the love that we have in a group for a lot of our gender non-conforming homies, a lot of our trans homies, where it wasn't, there's multiple main characters of different genders. It's like, no, this is a trans character. And then y'all got this is way too specific. All right, guys, good job. You know how the game works now. Just because it's easy, Steve, you're going to start this round off again. These are main characters or important characters. So once again, it'll be an anime character who can be considered main or very critical to the story. AKA, like, you would see them like marketed as a top character. So Steve, ready for question number 1?
Let's rock. Are they in an anime that came out after 2010?
Let me look. Before I give the answer, I have to.
Good baseline question. It's a really good baseline question.
The key to any of these like guessing like type questions, because I play like a lot of stuff like guessing the map, guessing like the species questions. Yeah. You have to have a good disqualifier or like cuts down.
The answer to your question is yes. It did come out after 2010.
Sick.
Okay.
All right, Cyrus, you're up.
I want to put a parlay that we're going to get this in 15 questions.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, I like that.
All right. We'll go back to the gender question. Is this character a female?
No.
Okay.
All right, so male. I'll go back to mine.
Could also be
from I was just thinking it could be something else.
You said, is this character from an isekai?
Yes.
No. Steve?
Has the anime ended?
Yes.
Okay.
Cyrus?
Is this character male?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Trying to think, because what are we on now? Number?
You're on question number. So you're on question number 6. Like you're asking question 6.
Yeah. Okay. It was after 2010. Are they from a mecha anime?
No. Steve, you're up.
Non-isekai mecha anime. Non-mecha anime. After 2010.
See, the mecha anime is a good question because if it was that narrows it down to a select few, and you can just go from there. You can burn like a good 4 questions just to get like all right, which anime is it specifically?
Yeah, right.
Is Attack on Titan considered fantasy?
I would consider it fantasy. Like it falls into like fantasy, historical drama, like.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Is this anime?
You're looking for the main. You're looking for the character.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like narrow it down. Like
if we narrow it down to the
anime
show,
is,
we get an easier shot.
Okay. Is the character an anime in Attack on Titan?
No. Would I actually go with the same show?
Yes.
I love that my friends know so well.
Does the character's anime have more than 1 season?
Yes, it does.
Damn. Listen.
Hold on. I have to.
Now we do the binary search of how many seasons did the anime have.
Yeah. What are we at now, question-wise?
You are at... Well, Waldo has now question 9.
Let's see. Oh, no, that's not.
So it's a male character.
4.
After 2010.
You have enough information. What you've disqualified is now not as much as what's still left to disqualify.
Yeah. So let's just cover it real quick. So
yeah,
it was an anime after 2010. It started after 2010.
More than one season.
The guy
is a male character.
Non-mecha anime.
Non-mecha, isekai.
That's 5 questions. We're still missing a couple. What did we?
Because you basically doubled up. You asked if it was female character. Those are a few of them.
All right. 1, 2, 4, 5.
You asked if it was from Attack on Titan.
I'm leaning towards something goofy and just being like, did this anime come out on or before 2015?
It is Waldo's question. So
I'm gonna let's see. Would they be from the series Free Run?
Very good, because you know me. The answer to that question is no.
Damn.
Because remember, Free Run only has a very select few male main characters. Really technically only one. And that's my boy Stark. All right. Steve, you're up. Or Akira, you're up.
Did this anime come out on or before 2015?
Season 1 started top of 2015. So answer is yes.
Good one.
Yeah. I gave you a little bit more on that one. You're at 10 questions have been asked.
Season 1 was in 2015.
I think it might be One Punch Man.
Ooh, that's a good guess. Sorry, it's your question.
Okay. So, is the verse like does the anime that they're from have magic?
No, it leans closer to, and I'm giving a clarification. No, it doesn't. It leans closer to like what we would interpret as real, but still like with anime bullshit. So like not slice of life, but like it's our interpretation of real.
Would the character be from Assassination Classroom?
Yes.
That was where I was leaning towards too. That's exactly where I was leaning towards.
Now remember, can you remember the list of these of all the male characters? Because there's a lot. Steve, you're up. You're at 12 questions asked. So you may make the parlay.
Season 1 came up before 2015, though.
The manga did, not the anime. And the anime season 1 was 2015.
All right.
What number question are we on?
You're on. So this is question 13.
We got 2 more to hit my parlay with this.
Parlay.
Fortunately, not gonna have a character guess, but a disqualifier.
This question could set up either Osiris or Waldo to be the hero right now.
just want to double check. This character is considered male. They are.
I think I know. I think I know who you're trying to go for.
All right.
So are you guessing a person, or are you gonna just try to narrow it down more?
I'm gonna try to narrow it down. My thinking is gonna be either. I'm trying to think if I want to go in the direction of straight up asking if they're part of the faculty or the students, or even just asking if they're even part of the school in any way. Because then there's also like the assassins.
I feel like he would put someone who's like, we're gonna at least know the name. It's not gonna be background character one. I feel like he wouldn't do that much to us. That'd be too cruel.
Yeah, I'm not doing it to you all the first time around.
But I'm thinking if we can find a way to like just kind of cut it in the middle, where like the characters who are like super calm versus showy, that covers staff and students, and that narrows it down quite easily too.
Oh, so there's two ones I'm thinking of. If it's faculty, it's Koro Sensei or Karasuma. If it's the students, that sucks. But if it's faculty, that makes it so much easier. All right. Yeah, do this one. See, there could be a 50-50 or not. Is this character part of the faculty?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
All right, well, there we go. It's a 50-50.
Not necessarily.
Well.
Damn, there's so many options. Damn. This is question 14, right?
This is question. Yes, it is question 14.
So Waldo's gonna be up to you for the 15th one here.
Did we make the parlay or not?
One.
I'm trying to find like the list of names so I can see which one I want to go for. Okay. Is the character combat trained?
Yes.
That also narrows it down pretty well.
In a show called Assassination Classroom, where like a majority of the...
aren't they all?
Yeah, they're all like combat trained, even like the normal teachers.
Okay, so let me reiterate it then a little bit. So combat trained as in like they help with the students' training.
Yes.
Not they all?
Okay. No, because there's a couple of the male teachers that aren't really involved with
Is it Karasuma?
What you said?
Let's go.
You say Karasumo?
Karasuma, yeah.
Are you describing the government agent turned teacher? Well, unfortunately, no.
No way! No way!
Is it Koro Sensei?
Yes.
Aha! That's what you had to do. You just had to follow through with the 50-50. I laid it all out.
You know, funny
I knew where you're going. I didn't know if you were going to quite go for the obvious one, because I was going to go Koro Sensei, but I'm like, there was a soldier. I'm like,
here's the fun part. I originally was going to go with the principal as the character from Assassination Classroom, but in my head, I'm like, he's a little too in the weeds because he's only like really a season 1 main character, and also he's combat trained in like a kind of an evil person until you figure out his backstory, which only makes him worse. Yeah. All right.
So like we got it with 15 questions and then an answer. So I don't know if it still counts within.
Your parlay didn't hit, brother. Your parlay didn't hit. You were Toji status right now.
We were really good with it, though. Like, we were right there. I
was gonna say, like, Akira's laid it up. Like, I knew where he was going with that. So I'm like, okay, I know he was either dressing Koro Sensei or Karasuma. And I'm like, okay.
I've mastered these games.
All right. Okay. Here is the last round. It is English voice actors, so voice actors who've done the English dub of something. Osiris, you're starting because Akira had the last question. This is also a known voice actor. I didn't like choose someone who's like super obscure. This is like
Easy.
someone.
Troy Baker. Matt Mercer.
Worst part, there's a list of questions that could be asked where I'm like, let's just start bleeping these out.
I'm gonna just go for a snipe
right
at the gate. Is the voice actor someone we've interviewed?
Very good question. No, but I like that. I like that. But remember, ASN does have interviews with a ton of voice actors. We ask some fun, engaging questions. So please go watch on our Instagram, our TikTok, and our YouTube channel.
There'll be a link somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere.
there'll be links somewhere.
Eventually, we'll interview someone.
Do a little exercise. Like, somewhere.
Yeah. All right, Waldo, you're up. Question number 2. This is actually really fun.
Let's see if we can get a little specific. Has this voice actor voiced in any of the Pokemon series?
You know what? Their thing. I have their actually.
Hit that BTVA page.
Yeah, I have their IMDb up right now. Yeah. I'm going to say a tentative no. I'm just checking.
IMDb. You gotta hit that BTVA. That's the real one.
They were in this. It's a no.
Alrighty.
All right. See, Akir, you're up.
Okay. Trying to think of how to do this question. What if I did Detroit Baker guess though? Okay.
This one may actually take y'all to 21 questions.
Or it might. Okay. Has this voice actor's first title come before 2010?
Their first title. Ooh.
You're letting my finger get a lot of exercise. Because I tentatively want to say yes.
But you have to verify.
I do have to verify, but the thing, if it didn't, I'd be a little surprised. But
oh man, if it didn't,
yeah, wow, they were in that too, huh? Yes.
You can think out loud. You know, if you're surprised about something, let the audience know. Go ahead.
No.
I knew. Good effort. Good effort.
You had to try.
I will answer why I was surprised, because I know the way that question was structured. I'm like, oh, I did not expect that. The actual year they first started.
I was expecting unexpected.
Yeah. All right.
Has this voice actor acted in a shonen anime starting like the initial first episode after 2010?
Yes. You're Waldo.
What was your question again, Osiris?
If they were in a shonen, if they voiced the character in a shonen anime that started after 2010.
And did we ask if it was a guy or a girl?
Not yet.
Is the VA male?
Yes. All right, so you're up. Voice actor is a lot harder. Like, it's a very hard thing because it's this one is harder than I expected.
I'm trying to think of like the most valuable of the disqualifying questions I have here, but I think this will do it. Has this voice actor played a character from an anime in 2025?
Yes.
Sick. Easy. Easy.
Yeah, oh that is the defining one because that narrows it down a lot.
Is the voice actor Justin Briner?
Good guess, but no.
Damn.
What was your question again, Akir?
Did this voice actor play a character in an anime that has played a character in 2025? Which could have been a really bad question. But I was just like, this was a character. This is an actor with a very storied list. Then it's very likely this is probably going to give me the go.
There's a very specific question that you could ask that I know none of you are going to ask, but if you laughed, I will follow the share laughing because it'll make this. It will narrow it down to like 4 people.
I was wondering if the voice actor did like female characters or male characters, because there are some male voice actors that did female characters, but that would narrow it down so slim. It'd be a really good snipe, but not my turn.
All right, well, it's still your turn.
Is the voice actor Troy Baker?
No.
The way he looked at the camera, I thought we got it for a second. How many questions were at right now?
You're only at 9, so you still got like 12 more questions.
How many do you think we're gonna take?
I think if you ask the right questions,
19.
I was gonna say 18. I think you get under 18.
All right, under over 18, Waldo?
Over.
Over. I'll take the under. All right.
All right, Akira.
Whose question is it, Akira?
You're up.
Me?
No, Akira's up.
I never thought I'd take notes during a stream, but I have to literally have notes.
Hey,
it's not good.
It's note time.
I gotta like time myself because it's not good to take too long. Okay. We're gonna get goofy with it. Is one of the animes that they played in 2025 Dan to Dan?
No, that's a great question.
I got it. I think I got it.
Ran goofy with it now.
Is it Alan Lee?
No, but that's a good guess.
That was a good guess.
No, you're at 11 questions. I was like, Waldo, you're up. If y'all are, I could give you a hint, but I'm not. Oh, I have to apologize and correct something that was hidden. The question earlier about being a voice actor for Pokemon. This person, this male voice actor, not only played in a Pokemon anime as a voice actor, a name world, but also a game. So, apologies on that one.
I feel like we should get a couple extra just in case.
You know what? I'll give you one free extra question to make up for my snafu on that. So
now we don't need it.
So
because that did change a lot because it narrowed my guesses down in a completely different direction.
So to kind of give like insight on the next question I'm thinking of now just gonna ask, was the anime that they played in Did the anime that they played in won an award for the Crunchyroll?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Let me check that. I
don't know if it's my question yet, though. I don't know if who else is it. I was just kind of like putting that out there for like trying to stir stuff up.
It's still Waldo's question.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was the Pokemon role that they played in for the anime 2020 or later?
For the anime, let me.
Who's the voice actor for Hawks from My Hero?
For the answer to your question is yes.
Okay. All right, so Pokemon post 2020.
All right, Kier, you're up.
Did not expect that.
Huh, really? Interesting. Okay, you're up, Akir. You're sitting at 12 questions, having been asked.
Okay, we ball. Did this anime become a winner of one of the categories for the Crunchyroll Awards?
No.
Fuck.
Good question though. Which I'm actually really surprised by that one. That's a.
Have they voiced more than 10 named characters?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so it's definitely an older voice actor for sure.
If I asked if it was nominated.
Let's see. Would this? Oh, I'll take a shot. Will this voice actor be Bill Rogers?
No.
Damn.
All right, you're back up.
I'm gonna take a shot too.
You're at 15 questions, by the way.
I've only got 2 left then.
Well, we have 1 extra.
I'm giving you guys 1 extra because I screwed up on that one. I didn't look at their credits enough.
All right. Probably gonna regret this. Did this anime at least get nominated for the Crunchyroll Awards?
From what I'm seeing, no. Which is
really,
which is weird, but it depends on like the time slicing of Crunchyroll. I will probably say, like, I think they may be up for the rewards to be nominated this year.
So it must have come late. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Osiris, you're up.
Wasn't even nominated. That's
or it came out too late.
Right?
Yeah, 2025. All right. All right, I got this. I figured it out. It's over, kid.
Wait a minute.
Zeno Robinson, is it?
Is Zeno Robinson.
Got it. Got the under. Got the under.
Nice.
You got it at question number 17. So the original thing that I reacted to, Zeno Robinson played on Ben 10, but Zeno Robinson's like our age. So that's why I was like, oh, it went back that far for him. He started voice acting at 14.
Wow.
He was Heat Blast. And
so with the over 10 characters one, it made me think an older guy, but I'm like,
you would think older, but he started so early.
Yeah, he started so young.
And as soon as you said who's Hog's voice actor, my brain was like, The question the question I knew none of you were going to ask is this a black voice actor? Because there's only like 3.
There's a handful. Yeah.
It's AJ who identify as male. Zeno Robinson, AJ Beckles, Gabe Kunda, and whoever plays. No, they're non-binary because we've interviewed them and we learned that when we were doing the research. But yeah, no. Zeno Robinson played in Gachiakata, which came out towards the end of last year, and he played Jabber.
That's my boy, Jabber.
Yeah, it's your boy, Jabber. Also, it would be great if you said that has this voice actor had a viral moment, because if anybody's never seen the Gachiakata dub, don't know what Zeno Robinson, if he ate his Wheaties or not that day, but where he calls the main character a series of names.
Foul mouth, butt hurt, ratchet,
short stack. If you haven't seen the dub, just go watch Jabber insults Rudo, because those aren't lines. It's not a translation. That's just him being him. Which, shout out to Zeno Robinson. Zeno Robinson, if you see this, please come on our platform for an interview. Hopefully we'll be sponsored with shirts. But anyway, y'all, thank you for rocking with us tonight. For this amazing podcast or live recording of whatever this is going to be called. But that being said, I want us all to leave off on a hot take. So, Osiris, considering you were the last winner, what's your anime hot take? One sentence or below.
I did this at Anime NYC, and the entire crowd was flipping out on me. But after I spoke about it a little bit, they kind of agreed.
No context. You're not giving context. You don't get to clean it up. This is a hot take.
I'm just letting you guys know the background behind the question, because this is something I've done multiple times. I think Shao Tucker didn't do anything crazy.
Okay, we're going on to the next one because you're not the only one who said that. Waldo, what is your hot take?
Mine is gonna have to be, I just don't really think JoJo's all that great.
Whew. Akir, what's your hot take?
I just realized that question was actually not a good question with the Crunchyroll Awards. The awards for 2025 cuts off before 2024.
Ooh.
I knew what you
memed on.
Yeah. I knew what you meant. In my head I was like, you mean was it in what part of last year's winners after the vote and everything? As I remember, it was the big debacle with Frieren. But yeah, you have a hot take for us, buddy?
Crunchyroll sucks, dude.
I second that hot take.
No, actually, I'm going to change mine. High Dive is awesome.
Yeah, the Arby's of anime streaming platforms is awesome. Just nothing but breast meat over there, huh?
There's nothing absolutely wrong with High Dive whatsoever. It is an amazing platform, and you can use the promo code.
Yeah. Time out. Maybe they'll press me at Anime NYC again. God, I hope they see this. This
High Dive, if you want to sponsor.
My real hot take.
I'll take $1.
I don't even really know. It's a hot take. JJK is about to fall off, man.
Really?
Me and you were going to have a conversation because I was talking to my brother about that. But there's no context for these hot takes. You don't get to clean it up. You don't get to put sour cream to stop.
I'm just gonna say it's gonna fall off. If you haven't thought that it's fall off yet, it's about to fall off.
I'm waiting for Hikari's song. That's gonna be such a strong moment.
That's all I'm here for.
Yeah. All right, my hot take. And I can't believe I'm doing a responsible one for once. Mid anime aren't bad, and they're the backbone of the anime community.
That's not a hot take. That's just a fact. It's just.
No, yeah. Mid's the backbone of the anime community. We need mid out there. We need it. But that being said,
sometimes I just want to binge 5-minute anime in a row. Just screw it.
With that being said, this stream is ending. Thank you all for rocking with us tonight. Shout out to you, Mr. Lazarus 132909. I saw you there. Adios, though.